welcome everyone to ECW's Anarchy Rulz. We're going to kick off the show with a four-way dance.
The following contest is a fatal four-way extreme rules.
Everyone in the match is a part of the Judgment Day. What's been falling apart lately?
Weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian.
We'll just turn it down a bit. Damian Priest is the first one to come out. This all started after Bloodfest, when Damian Priest and Baron Corbin took on Cryme Tyme. It was originally booked as Dominik Mysterio and Baron Corbin, but Damian Priest demanded to replace Dominik
And his opponents. First,
with Dominik later getting rejected from
San Diego, California.
ringside
Weighing in at
because he kept causing drama, trying to attack his fellow members of Judgment Day. Then the following week, he got in a brawl backstage with Baron Corbin because Dominik Mysterio was not happy . Then on the following week, Dominik Mysterio took on Baron Corbin, with Damian Priest taking Corbin's side and Finn Bálor taking Dominik Mysterio's side. Dominik Mysterio ended up picking up the victory. But the ECW we just had, they managed to coexist as all four members of the Judgment Day took on the champions of Bam Bam Bigelow and Bronson Reed, the Colossal Beasts, who tagged with their opponents tonight, Cryme Tyme, JTG and Shag Gaspard. But it all comes here tonight with the Judgment Day exploding.
Judgment Day from Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds, Baron Corbin.
But they all get to get their frustrations out on each other. And here comes the final member in the match. It is Finn Bálor. Tensions are high in this match.
The Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Bálor.
Finn Bálor has been supporting Dominik Mysterio, but he's also been sitting back, hoping the other members sort their drama out. This match could be very interesting. Tensions are high in this match. Still think that's a bit loud, so we'll turn it down just slightly. Finn Bálor getting a table out. This has been sort of a tag match here. And Priest going after Corbin now. It's all out brawl between all members now. They don't care who they go after. What a way to start off Anarchy Rulz, with the anarchy in this faction. Damian Priest top rope, connecting with the elbow. Springboard, connecting. Well, Dominik and Finn Bálor fight outside. Priest with a flatliner, and Finn Bálor breaking up the cover. Sling blade by Bálor. Corbin with a Singapore cane. shattering it over Finn Bálor. Torture rack, neck breaker. Can Corbin go for a cover? He's in the cover. Priest breaking the cover up. Damian Priest just flying over the top there, taking out Bálor. Mysterio has a sledgehammer. Corbin picking up the table, leaning it in the corner, picking up a chair. But he's too focused on Finn Bálor and gets taken out. Deep six on the chair. Is that it? Has Corbin got it? Bálor kicking out. Devastating clothesline. Corbin waiting for Priest to turn around. End of days. Everyone's down. Damian Priest kicking out of the end of days. Bulldog by Mysterio. Bálor with the cover. Dominik there to break it up. Into the corner. But Mysterio with a chair to the back of the head. Corbin looks dazed. Mysterio standing up that chair. Meanwhile, Priest taking out Corbin. Springboard moonsault by Mysterio. Frog splash by Mysterio. This match is all out war. Stiff elbows in the corner. Damian Priest with a ladder now. No, set for heaven on the ladder. Is that it? Dominik Mysterio kicking out. Priest looking for South of Heaven. And connecting with South of Heaven. Baron Corbin. End of days. Corbin going for the cover. Corbin picking up the victory. Where's this leave Judgment Day? Are they still a faction after this? We'll have to wait to see. But Corbin picks up the victory tonight at Anarchy Rulz. From dysfunctional teams to teams with great bonds. Here comes the challengers. JTG and Share Gaspard. Cryme Tyme. Brooklyn. About that money, yeah. About that money, yeah. But they're coming up. And they gotta face these two colossal beasts. Bam Bigelow and Bronson Reed. What a combined weight between these two. This is for the Tag Team Championships. World Tag Team Championships. Cryme Tyme trying to bring the titles to the streets. It's gonna be a tornado. No tagging in and out in this match. And don't let the size of the Colossal Beasts fool you. These two men have got the agility of cruiserweights. Cryme Tyme trying to take out the champions early. JTG trying to use his speed. What was that? A dive by Bronson Reed. That's the agility I was talking about. Shad left on his own. JTG in the fight again, but he's busted open. Slips out that one. Buckle bomb by Bronson. Looking for the cover off there. A quick kick out by Shad. What power by Shad. Just delay suplex on Bronson Reed. Shad needs a breather, but that leaves JTG alone. Shad helping his partner up. Bam Bam sent into the steel steps. Back body drop on Bronson. Just throwing the chair straight in the face. JTG with a ladder. What's he thinking? Bam Bam picking up those heavy steel steps, knocking out JTG. Cryme Tyme needs to bring the street style into this match if they want to win. Bam Bam looking to bring in a table. Bronson hitting top rope, out to the outside, dropping the knee. Now it's Bam Bam dropping the elbow. Bam Bam picking out those steel steps. Not quite sure what he's thinking. Shad tried to pick up the table, but Bam Bam was there. Bam Bam. Delayed brainbuster. JTG nearly picked up the victory there. Shad looks out to it. Bronson Reed ducking. JTG going for the cover. Cryme Tyme picks up the victory. They are the new World Tag Team Champions. JTG and Shad. Cryme Tyme bringing those titles to the streets, beating the Colossal Beasts.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the
This
ring
match
from Japan,
was
weighing in at
started
190
based
pounds.
on mutual respect when they had a match in week 16. Sabu offered the handshake. Tajiri obliged. Tajiri won that match. But a couple weeks later, it wasn't the same. Because Sabu was supposed to take on Tommaso Ciampa, but Tajiri threw out the beaten up Tommaso Ciampa, and then Sabu and Tajiri had a brawl in the ring.
From Saudi Arabia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Sam.
Then the ECW that has just been, the same thing happened. But it was Tajiri supposed to face Boogeyman, but Sabu threw out a beaten Boogeyman. Then Sabu and Tajiri was brawling once again. So they get this straight up one-on-one fight here tonight. We'll see who picks up the victory and if they will gain respect for one another again. Sabu with a flying forearm. Neckbreaker by Tajiri. Sabu rolls away. Suplex by Sabu. And a neckbreaker of his own. Springboard moonsault. Going for the early cover. But Tajiri kicks out. Sabu needs to stay away from the legs of Tajiri. His vicious kicks as he delivers a kick to the head of Tajiri and dropping the knee. Sabu will throw his body in harm just to attack his opponent. The ref is up to 4. Back in the ring is both competitors. Tajiri throws him in the ropes, drop down, jump over, and a kick to the head. And another kick. This is where Sabu needed to stay away from those devastating kicks. Springboard moonsault into a DDT. Will that be it? Tajiri managing to kick out. Sabu trying to put away Tajiri early. Springboard. Double springboard into a drop kick. Octopus by Tajiri. But Sabu is too fresh and he gets out of it. What was that? Miss? Well, Sabu was throwing a kick. Now they're going to exchange blows. This is where Sabu needs to get away. He does not want to get in between this. Sabu busted open. He does not want to let Tajiri land a kick. Looks like Tajiri's busted open too. Look at the eyes and intensity on Sabu's face. Hitting him with the drop kick. Both are dazed, but Sabu managing to get to his feet first. Tajiri kicks off Sabu. Sabu rolls out the ring. Tajiri is going to follow him. Dropping the face into the knee. Super kick to the face. Tajiri getting Sabu back in the ring. springboard into the reverse DDT once again. Sabu looking to go top rope. Dropping the leg drop. Is that it? Tajiri kicking out. I was wrong before. Tajiri is not busted open, but the wound on Sabu is open bad, is dripping into his eye. That can make him blind. That's going to affect his vision. Camel clutch. Locked in by Sabu. Will Tajiri tap? And Tajiri taps to Sabu.
Here is your winner, Sabu.
What a match that was. Fast paced, hard hitting. Exactly what we expected.
The following contest is
This
scheduled
match is for the Women's Championship.
ECW Women's Championship.
Here comes Xia Li, who has been destroying everyone in her path since her debut just after Bloodfest. Until the ECW, what we just had, when Xia Li defeated Kairi Sane. Lita showed up on the stage, putting a damper on her victory, but also saying that she could have an opportunity tonight at Anarchy Rulz for the Women's Championship. Has she got what it takes to defeat Lita? There's the ECW Women's Champion, the Extreme Luchador. It's what they're fighting for, the ECW Women's Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Chongqing, China, Xia Li. And her opponent from Sanford, North Carolina, the ECW Women's Champion, Lita.
We just had Tajiri with devastating kicks, but Xia Li can very well match or surpass the striking ability of Tajiri. and we're only halfway through this pay-per-view. We still got Monty Brown challenging Rob Van Dam for the World Heavyweight Championship. We've got Bray Wyatt and Jon Moxley in the Falls Count Anywhere match. And we also have Rhino defending his FTW Championship against CM Punk in a steel cage match. Here comes the kicks from Xia Li. Xia Li at the top, just dropping a kick straight to the face. I am letting this match play out. I am not playing. It is a computer versus computer. So we'll see if Xia Li has what it takes to beat Lita. The ref is up to 6. Devastating kick there. And Xia Li gets the count out victory, not capturing the title. The ECW Championship is on the line in this match. Rob Van Dam defending against Monty Brown. There's the challenger, the alpha male, Monty Brown. Week 18, he attacked Rob Van Dam and Taz after the match. That match, Rob Van Dam beat Taz. But the ECW, that just went. The cameras started rolling and we seen Rob Van Dam and Monty Brown backstage brawling. Here comes the whole effing show. Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam earned this championship when he defeated Fit Finlay in a Belfast brawl match. Finlay's own match, and Rob Van Dam beat him, becoming the new ECW champion. This is his first title defense here at Anarchy Rulz.
Introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan,
Monty Brown looks determined.
And his opponent from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, the ECW
Rob Van Dam laid back.
Champion, Rob
Not a care in the world. This should be a good heavyweight match. Monty Brown tried to do the pounce out the gate, but Van Dam was ready. Springboard moonsault, going for the cover ready. Not enough to keep the alpha male down. Rob Van Dam relying on his speed. Rob Van Dam jumping out the ring, looking for a steel chair. Chucks it. Connects. Missing with the moonsault. Into the steel steps. Remember, those ribs were injured at the start of the year. Even though they're healed, it won't take too much to re-aggravate those ribs. Especially with those stiff elbows to the ribs. Powerbomb on the outside. Can Monty Brown capture his first world title here in ECW? Oh, vicious DDT on the outside. Just dropping the alpha male on the concrete. Rolling thunder. Picking up the chair. Van Dam kick again. Look at that steel chair, all bent and twisted. Is that enough to keep the alpha male down? No, it's not. Monty Brown kicking out. Blocking the kick. Brown has him up. Dropping him down. Going for the cover. Van Dam kicking out immediately. Now it's Monty Brown looking for a weapon. He finds a ladder. While the crowd chants, "We want tables." What a kick to the back of the head. Van Dam looking for the 5-star frog splash. Connecting. Is that it? Monty Brown kicking out of the 5-star frog splash. Van Dam has a trash can. What's his intentions with that? Monty Brown catches him. Van Dam using his speed. Another rolling thunder in the centre of the ring. Now he's got the trash can again, and he just wants to chuck it straight on him. Waiting for Monty Brown to get up. Damn. Looked like he was going to go for a pole drive on the ladder. They could have very well ended the career of Monty Brown. I thought that was it. I thought Monty Brown had captured the ECW Championship. Into the post. Monty Brown is down. There's the pounce on the outside, just launching Van Dam. But he's got to get him in the ring. Monty Brown has to get the champion, Rob Van Dam, in the ring. They're back in the ring now. Stiff knee straight to the temple. He's waiting for him. Is he looking for that pole driver again? In the ring. In the center of the ring. And that's it. Monty Brown with a huge showing, but Rob Van Dam defending his World Heavyweight Championship successfully against Monty Brown in his first title defense. We've got the steel cage match for the main event coming up next. But before we get to that, we've got to have this match. Jon Moxley versus Bray Wyatt in a Falls Count Anywhere match. The reason this came about is the Fallout show of Bloodfest. They was in the main event together, having a match. Bray Wyatt beat Jon Moxley. Moxley, not happy with the loss, took his frustrations out on the referee. Then it went quiet. So we thought that was it. But the ECW, the go home show before this pay-per-view, Anarchy Rulz, Bray Wyatt was taking on Sandman. But before the bell rang, Moxley came out, sat on commentary, and mid-match attacked Bray Wyatt, making the match a no contest. And look at that terrifying monster, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Slowly making his way to the ring, and no rush at all, trying to intimidate Jon Moxley. But Jon Moxley is not one to be intimidated easily. How terrifying is this monster? If Moxley's going to be hesitant with anyone getting in the ring, it should be this man, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt taking Moxley down. Bray Wyatt's not going to hold back. Remember, this is a Falls Count Anywhere. Pinfalls can be anywhere. They don't have to be in the ring. Moxley tried to fight back, but Wyatt just dropping him on the ropes, trying to damage those vocal cords. Wyatt sent into the corner, and he gets the boots up. Bray Wyatt just mauling Moxley. Going for the cover. Moxley kicking out. Wyatt's not going to have that. He's going straight after Moxley again. Moxley is waiting for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt went for it, baseball bat, but changed his mind. But it looks like it's backfired. Moxley in control. Paradigm shift in the centre of the ring. Is he going to knock off Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt kicking out. Moxley going top rope. not really his style. Dropping the elbow. And Moxley rolling out. What's Moxley looking for? He's got a Singapore cane on the ribs. Here comes the violent John Moxley. This is the style he needs to bring out. His deathmatch style. If he wants any chance to beat the Fiend Bray Wyatt, Moxley dropped on the apron. The Fiend's getting in it. Assist to Abigail on the concrete. That's gonna be it. Moxley somehow manages to kick out. Singapore cane from the Fiend, breaking it over Moxley's head. Look how many pieces it broke into. He's waiting for him to get up. The mandible claw. Going for the cover. Moxley kicking out. Scraping his face on the concrete. That'll slice the skin open. Missing the elbow. Devastating clothesline by Wyatt. Now Wyatt's got a sledgehammer. There was a vicious shot to the ribs. He could have broken his ribs right there. And it keeps John Moxley down. Maybe he couldn't breathe after that sledgehammer shot. The Fiend Bray Wyatt picking up the victory over John Moxley. Now here comes the main event of Anarchy Rulz, a steel cage match for the FTW Championship held by Rhino. After CM Punk defeated AJ Styles in a submissions match at Bloodfest, he immediately had a match that following ECW against the Man Beast, Rhino. Here comes CM Punk. And then CM Punk was just after Rhino. trying to get his opportunity for the title. By staring Rhino down during his matches, after his matches. Just lurking in the corners. On week 19, the ECW, that just has been CM Punk defeated Terry Funk. Rhino rushed to the ring, getting them to lower the steel cage, planning on trapping and attacking Punk. However, Punk turned it around and attacked Rhino. Now we've got this title match for the main event of Anarchy Rulz.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds. And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 295 pounds. The World Heavyweight Champion,
can Rhino retain, or will the newcomer CM Punk take the FTW Championship home with him? There is the steel cage lowering. Punk trying to run away straight away. Punk missing the running knee in the corner. It's not exactly the person you want to be stuck in a steel cage with. CM Punk is in trouble. He's got to face the War Machine, the Man Beast, Rhino. Rhino with cover. Punk kicking out. It looks like Rhino's gonna try and escape, but Punk's gonna cut him off. Rhino falling to the canvas. Missing with the insecurity. Vertical suplex. Just holding him up there. Delaying the suplex. And dropping down with the suplex. CM Punk needs to stay away from that gore. The running shoulder tackle. Punk in the corner. What's Rhino gonna go for? Dropping him on the turnbuckle. Punk kicks off Rhino. Russian leg sweep. But Punk looks injured. Spinebuster in the middle of the ring. Punk kicking out just after 1. He's trying to roll out but realises there's a steel cage there. Punk is trapped. Rhino looking for his pile driver, connecting in the centre of the ring. Going for the cover. Punk kicking out of the pile driver, which was in the centre of the ring. Now Rhino looking to walk out the ring, but Punk's there. The ref took too long to open it, and the running knee followed up with the bulldog. Punk going for the cover now. And Rhino kicking out. Punk busted open from that turnbuckle. Must have hit the metal under the pad. Holding the ropes on. Rhino with a frog splash off the top, well, off this middle rope. Punk kicking out. Rhino calling for the end. Punk fighting it. Punk looking for the GTS, the go-to sleep. But Rhino was ready for it, slipping out. Rhino tried for the gore, but Punk dodged it. Rhino just squeezing on the trapezium muscles. Punk looking for the GTS again. Connecting on the man beast. And Rhino kicking out at 2. What a good fight this is. Punk's looking to escape. No, he changes his mind. A flying forearm. Rhino just managing to kick out of that. Not much left in the tank of Rhino. Punk looking for the second GTS. GTS. Punk falling into the cover. And Punk picks up the victory. CM Punk is the new FTW champion. What a pay-per-view we had for Anarchy Rulz. CM Punk knocking off the Man Beast. We'll see you on the fallout of Anarchy Rulz on ECW. Good night.